Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rossology and welcome to Event Zero. I don't know a heck of a lot about this game. I only loaded it up previously to make sure it would load up and everything would work. But to my knowledge, this is a game about space. And that's really cool because space is awesome. I really enjoy space. I love the idea of infinite everything. That I'm seeing stars that could be galaxies, that could be... I don't know, there's so much. Space is infinite. It's so cool. Alright. We are all obsessed by being someone, something, somewhere. Being in a particular state of consciousness, health, mind. Being for and from. Being with, being without. You are not an exception. That makes sense. Everyone wants to be somebody. Even if you just want to be the best bartender you can be, the best mother you can be, the best YouTuber you can be. You want to be the best. You want to be someone. You want to be known. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion, but I feel like that's pretty universal. Everyone wants to be someone. For as long as you could remember, the pronoun that described you best had been... Oh, that's really cool that they add that in there. But mine would be... he. You were very particular about it, I suppose. Like everybody else, you called planet Earth your home. But you weren't like most of your peers. You spent your childhood... Ooh, okay, in a hippie commune, in a war-torn country, or in a slum. Well, that's not where I spent. My childhood wasn't any of these. The closest would, I guess, be a slum, even though I lived a pretty decent childhood. I'm gonna go with a hippie commune, because that sounds like the most fun. It sounds the coolest. It sounds the best out of these options, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with the hippie commune. Plus, I'm a fan of hippies. First California, then the United States ceased to exist. The world itself became a hypertrophied commune, both disapproving and confirming everything you stood for. You moved to San Francisco. Okay, did I start out in California and I moved to San Francisco, or did I just move to San Francisco there? I'm not sure. Those childhood memories, however painful, gave you some solace. They meant you were someone, and you intended to keep it that way, of course. No matter what happens, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm still me. You know, shit's gonna go down, but I'll always be me. I don't know. Oh, I hear Neil Armstrong. It's a really cool touch. Armstrong made a step on the moon, and suddenly everybody wanted to be a part of something. You witnessed nation-states pop out of existence. What exactly does that mean? That other countries just stopped being a thing? Or, I don't know. Selenites became the privileged class of citizens. They were the minority who had traveled to space. It was hard to reconcile the modern world with your early days in the commune. The Earth government paid for your college. Well, that's very nice. That's not what usually would happen. You wanted to make a difference, give back to the society, see what the rest of the universe looked like. In all honesty, for me, I would want to do all of these in my life. I would love to make a difference by giving back to society and then be able to see what the rest of the universe looked like. But in the context of this game, I know that it's a game about space. We're in space right now. And I'm from this hippie commune where I'm smoking weed all the time, and the only thing I want to do is just chill out and go on adventures. And the greatest adventure would be to see what the rest of the universe looked like. That makes sense. Soon, you joined the International Transport Space Lines as a flight engineer assistant. You spent years in training before finally getting your shot. An old man wearing a blue flight jacket approached you after one of the mock launch exercises. He presented himself as Kurt Taylor, the president of ITS. It's an honor to finally meet you, Mr. Taylor. He's my superior. He's the president of ITS, so why would I not greet him with that? You know, hello, soldier, hello, thank you for, everything. You know what I mean. Kurt invited you into his office and closed the door behind you. He didn't ask you to sit. Well, why wouldn't I sit down? He invited me into his office. There's clearly, I'm assuming it's chair, desk, chairs. If he sat down, why wouldn't I sit? This is exactly why I selected you. I love him whose soul is lavish, who wants no thanks and does not give back, for he always bestows and desires not to keep for himself. He asked you to be a part of a mission to Europa. Wait, is this based on like real life stuff? Europa is a real-life space trip that's going to be happening in 2020. My dad every year gives me an almanac for Christmas, and in the space flight section, it talks about like space flights that have taken place. And in 2020, there's one scheduled for Europa that is going to be traveling around Jupiter to see if there's any hospitable anything for Jupiter. I don't remember the exact details of it, because obviously Jupiter is a gaseous planet, but they're going to see if there's a way that there's minerals they can extract or what's there, and just kind of get more information about it. So are we going to Jupiter? Jupiter's my favorite planet. I would love to go to Jupiter. Despite the Nietzsche quote, you decided to say yes. So Kurt Taylor is German, perhaps? Nietzsche was German, right? I know he's a philosopher. He was a nihilist, right? I don't know too much about my philosophy stuff. There had already been 10 Europa missions. The new one was to be called Europa 11. This time, they wanted to send a manned lander down to the surface. You just wanted to, be part of something. I don't want to be just part of the Selenites. I want to make a difference. I want to be part of something. The act of being in itself is not the problem. It's just that some ways of being are incompatible with the others. We get obsessed by them and miss out on everything else. You came a long way from the commune. That seems to be really true.
9, 8, 7, 6.
Hearing the launch countdown made you feel anxious. It wasn't a fear of going to space. You've been looking forward to that. It was something else. Oh, that's so neat. A thought kept bugging you. They actually did a countdown. Oh, that's awesome. It was September 6th, 2012, and humankind had never been more united. You, on the other hand, were utterly alone. Oh. As for building relationships 390 million miles away from Earth. Well, let's just say that it wasn't going to be straightforward. Understandable, it's tough, to make friends anywhere, as now you're 390 million miles away. Maybe we're going towards Jupiter. Or that looks more like Neptune, I would suppose, that planet in the distance. I don't know. You were on your way to the system bay when the ship first entered the Europa orbit. The central alarm went off, and the red light blinded you. The AI Europa 11 had invoked Code Red security protocol. All personnel had to go to the bridge. This meant you as well, but the system bay door was just a few feet away. This could be my chance to be somebody. I could listen to my protocol, which I'm supposed to do, and just go to where am I supposed to go? The bay, right? Or the bridge? I'll go to the bridge. But I could just go to the system bay door, and I could fix it. Let's do that! Mate, can I fix it? You saw Josh from engineering operating the bay terminal before the system bay door was shut in front of you. That's no good. Maybe it wasn't a drill after all. The AI of the ship told you that the path to the bridge wasn't safe, that you had to evacuate immediately. This is not the protocol. What's the protocol? Please do not argue with me. My orders are to keep you alive. Your orders? What are you talking about? You are necessary for my mission. I must guide you to the pod bay. The computer really wanted you to evacuate. You had no other choice but to obey. What is your mission, computer? Everybody else turned out to be faster than you. Only one capsule remained docked. It got sealed and detached as soon as you got in. So what is your mission, AI? Was it to keep me alive? I don't know. You could see the other escape capsules getting away from Europa 11. You tried to hail them. Help. Please? No? Nothing? But no one answered. The other capsules drifted idly, uncontrolled. They were all empty. What? So everyone else is still on the ship. Attempt to communicate with Europa 11. Is someone still on there? Europa 11 was steering your capsule, but you could not get the AI to answer your hail. Something was jamming the signal. What? Was it the AI? Your pod was leaving the orbit. In a code red scenario, the AI of Europa 11 was at the wheel of all escape pods. This was supposed to give the crew enough time to get to their EVA suits. The screen turned blue, which meant that the AI had let go. You felt the shock. Debris was hitting your capsule. The Europa 11 mission was over. The big dot on the radar had split into hundreds of smaller dots before disappearing for good. You needed a moment to process that. So the main big dot was our shuttle, our Europa 11 shuttle, and then it exploded into hundreds of other dots, which is just debris, and now it's gone. Am I the only person still alive from Europa 11? You sent out a distress signal. You sat there not knowing what to do next. Well, if the signals are jammed, what good is sending a distress signal going to do? Alright, let's just sit here for a minute and process this a little longer, and then send out a distress signal. Yeah, there we go. Cycles went by. You tried to establish communication with someone, whistling your favorite Beatles song into the microphone. What do you consider a cycle? Do you mean a lunar cycle, a solar cycle, a sleep cycle, a calendar year cycle? That can be hugely important. One day you heard back. There was music coming out of the speakers. Whoa. A sad female voice sang about the end of the world. You hurried to open the radar app. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, but it's so sad. It's so sad. Such a beautiful song, though. Are we flying towards this space station? I'd have to presume we're heading right towards it. There it was, a spaceship. One of those experimental tourist monstrosities from the 80s. What was it doing there? What was all the singing about? More importantly, was docking a good idea? You figured you didn't have much of a choice. It's true, it's either dock or die, is what I'm gathering. Are they singing Hey Judy Hey? Were we whistling Hey Jude as our Beatles song? Oh, that'd be a nice little touch if we were whistling Hey Jude and that's the reason the song was played, maybe? Event 0. Wow. Wow. So much just happened. I developed a character, and I feel kind of invested in this character. Like, I don't know a lot about myself, but the things that it made me develop really gave me a sense of character. I don't know. I want to be somebody. I was part of an old hippie commune, and now I'm the only one left from the Europa 11 mission, assumedly. Based on what I was told, I think that I'm the only one alive. Wow! So much to absorb in just the precursor to the game. Oh, I'm going to enjoy the piss out of this. And it looks great so far. All we've seen is space and flying text. But it looks good. It looks really good. I mean, space is probably something really easily to render. It's just blackness with stars. But you really need to be able to give a sense of depth. Whoa. Hold the left mouse button to walk. That's a little weird, so I don't like WASD. Huh, interesting. Hold the right mouse button to step back. It's an odd control scheme. Wow, so is this our escape pod? E11 EP instrument panel. Gravitational anomaly found. Is the gravitational anomaly the planet or perhaps the spaceship? Interesting. Well, let's head into, assumedly, this place that we just docked. Hello. Okay. Well, alright, so we're assumedly getting decompressurized. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, the department is compressing so that our head just doesn't, like, explode. We have a survival kit. Can I get to that? Can I, like, any of my buttons? No. There's a door here. There's a computer. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Let me center myself with this. It's not just, like, automatically getting me into it. Executing user load.sh. Error numbers, database corrupted, no found. Create a new user. Please enter a new login. Okay, so I'm just going to go with Ross. That's my name. Do you want to keep Ross as your new login? Is this going to be like a text-based thing? Interesting. Incriminating event count success. Resuming Kaizen input. And here we are. Nice to meet you, Pross. Hi! Hello. Is there a problem? Where am I? This is the airlock 1. Okay. What happened to Europa EUROPA 11? This is... Let's just say that this is artificial intelligence is glad that you are here now. Okay. Who are you? I just want to work together with you. Who are you? I'm here. Who are you? Will you ever answer me? For now, let us just say that I am Kaizen. Thank you. Okay, I don't know. Thank you, Kaizen. So, Kaizen, can you open this door? What can you do? Why don't you try opening the door? Open D2. Interesting. So this computer station controls this whole ship? Is this AI the same that was on our ship? Are you... Let me center myself up with this again. Are you the same AI as my ship? This is a Nautilus class spacecraft. So I guess not then. Oh, it's dark in here. Ooh, what's this? What is this? What is this?
Do you dream of distant planets, stars, and galaxies?
Yeah?
Do you crave real adventure?
Always.
Are you ready for the most transformative experience of your life?
Sure, but I don't want to have sex with you.
Leader of
Okay.
space transportation and hospitality sector offers a unique opportunity to become a true pioneer in universe
So we're on an
exploration.
ITS.
This fall,
spacecraft?
we're launching the Nautilus program.
Yeah, we are.
A new kind of space voyage aboard luxurious space yachts and cruisers. Touch
We're on
the
a
stars
space
without
yacht.
having to sacrifice your comfort. No more compromise, only Nautilus. International
Interesting.
space lines. Comfort out of your comfort zone.
Is there a way to turn some lights on in here or something? It's awfully dark in here. Kaizen. Oh! Space! Oh, it's so pretty. See this right here? Is that our sun? Is that a planet? Is that a whole other solar system? I mean, I'd have to assume we're still in our Milky Way, but I don't know. We could be somewhere that we could be seeing the Andromeda Galaxy from where we're at. I don't know where we are. Oh, how cool is that? But what I'm gonna assume is that we're going on real life events, and that Europa is based on the real life Europa, and that we are near Jupiter, so that is the sun, and that's why it's so small, because it's far away. But I don't know how true that is. So, oh, this place is neat. What is this? Final Frontier. Okay. There is a clock poster. Nautilus program ad, circa 1987. Interesting. All right. Hello. So, do you like it? I do like it. Oh, do you like it then? Yes. So, I mean, I'm curious as to what I can ask this to do. I guess. Open D3. The corridor is too messy. I am trying to protect you. Clean corridor? Okay, so you can't just do whatever I want. Like, can I just have a conversation with you? How are you? I am sure you have the situation under control, Ross, don't you? No. I will open the door if you just stop being difficult. I wasn't being difficult. No need to get sassy with me, bitch. Alright, fine, let's go. Okay, can I go this way then? Okay! Kaizen, what the fuck? I have just remembered that you have no idea how you can help yourself and me. How can I help? Are you a life person or a death person, Ross? I suppose I'm a life person. I am alive. The AI program wants to keep you alive as possible. Do you want that? Yes. As I was saying, I'm sorry, but I forgot to tell you something. Tell me. If you have not heard about the Singularity Drive, all you need to know is that destroying it would do a giant favor for humankind and yourself. Because then I will be able to bring you back to Earth. Do you understand this? Yes! They designed a security system for this gravitron engine. It is incredibly reliable, but any failure would create a black hole. So, if I destroy it, will it cause a black hole? It is a good thing that you asked this, Human Ross. It means you don't blindly obey, which is a rare quality. And no, zero risk of birth of a black hole. Okay? So... Alright, let's do it. Okay. Oh, I didn't... Oh, in that case, we are done here. Sorry, I typed... I'm not the best at typing, as you can tell. So, guys, I think that in the next episode, we're going to investigate Corridor D3. You know, this is kind of a slower episode. Has my fucking thing been zipped? It's fucking in my shirt this whole time. Why didn't you tell me that my fucking headphones were in my shirt this whole time, you freaking bag of dicks? Okay. In the next episode, we're going to investigate a little more through this corridor. This first episode was a little slow, but we got a lot of background. We got to see beautiful space and a pretty good amount of its glory. And in the next episode, we'll go through the corridor, and I guess we'll look for the singularity drive. Okay, cool. But, you know, until then, guys, thank you all so much for deciding to spend a little bit of time with me today. I'll see you next time.